Hi everyone, my name is Faye.
Hi guys, I am Irby.
And welcome back to I'm a Fan, the show where we talk shit or fan out about Drag Race. Today we are focusing on season 13, episode 7.
Craziness that happened last week, y'all, with Candy and Tamisha Iman going home. Candy feeling a bit guilty about sending Tamisha home. But it is competition and she had to fight and she did just that.
Jenny Lemon, it's a competition and you have to fight. Jenny.
Olivia also talks about, how grateful she has been, to be safe within, these last few weeks. But it feels so good to win. She's really...
Y'all was gonna sleep on me because I'd only been doing this for a year, but guess what, bitch? I've won $10,000. So what have you won?
Right, exactly.
Right.
But she's humble. She's humble.
But she's humble.
Elliot is also feeling some type of way. She mentions how she feels people are going out of their way to make her stand like by herself and not to talk to her and whatnot.
I mean, maybe don't make, transphobic and racist comments, and maybe people might want to be your friend.
Period. It's all making sense.
Random thought.
It's all making sense. All right, moving on to the mini challenge. The mini challenge, which I was waiting for, because the library is open, honey.
Standouts for me were obviously Gottmik. Gottmik was great. I love that we get to represent all these different types of communities, gay, trans, pug. So good.
She had me rolling. Definitely one of my faves. I also really like Denali. I thought.
Oh yeah, really with the white girl twerking. I was living for it. Not the back. And I thought Simone was great too. I love Simone's delivery.
Gottmik ends up winning the mini challenge. And then we move on to the maxi challenge. Bossy. Hold on, I gotta say this straight. Bossy Rossy After Dark. The RuBoot. An improv challenge.
I love it. You know why I love it? Because I think improv challenges bring us some of the funniest maxi challenge moments, because the girls are just being ridiculous for the sake of being ridiculous half the time. And I love me some ridiculousness. So I was living for it.
Ru ends up going down the line based on how the girls were standing at the time and pairs everybody up. Elliot and Tina Burner's segment is Best Friend's 600-pound ass is killing our friendship. Candy and Simone, their segment is called Former Teen Queens. Where are they now? Denali, Lala Ree, and Rosé, a trio. Their segment is called I'm Pregnant with My Imaginary Friend's Baby.
My favorite one. I'm like, we'll talk about it more in detail, but like my favorite thing that happened this episode. My favorite. Okay, anyway.
Utica, Gottmik, and Olivia, segment titled Breaking My Silence, Escape from the Cult of Mimeology.
Okay, so also one of my favorites, just even based on the title alone. Those two were the those are the groups. Those were it.
Yeah, it almost wasn't fair. Like, come on now, like you already know these two groups have a blast with these titles. Candy and Simone, right? Like when they were preparing and going over their lines and working on the scene, Candy, was taking notes, the notes that the judges gave her in regards to showing more versatility and, showing other aspects of herself. She decided to tone it down for this particular challenge, which honestly, just like it did with Simone, made me really nervous. I was really nervous.
Yeah, I was definitely nervous too. It definitely seemed like, based on the editing, that like this was a mistake. Yeah, it definitely had me really, really nervous for the two of them, especially Simone, because Simone has been doing so well. I can imagine she's like, okay now, bitch, I'm out here doing my thing. The last thing I need is for you to like tone it down, and then that'd be the end for both of us. You know what I mean?
Right. Denali, Lala Ree, and Rosé. Denali and Lala Ree struggled in previous acting challenges. And Rose is, out of everybody here, I mean, Tina's really good too, but like Rose is the best actor in the whole competition right now. So to be paired with two people who struggled in previous acting challenges, I'm sure it must have made her really nervous.
I can imagine, but also like with improv, it's almost completely different from like scripted work. I mean, it's not too different, but like, you know, if we're doing just like, you know, two little random skits, whatever, you're not like, you know, oh, the craft of acting. You know what I mean? Like it's, you know, really improv is just like listening to the person and responding. It's just listening, saying yes, and just trying to propel the story, continue the story forward. That's really all it is. So if you want to say something dumb, something stupid, you 100% can, because the person just has to go with it. You know what I mean? And especially on Drag Race. So this was kind of like the challenge for Lala Ree to really like, especially to really like show the judges, you know, like, hey, I'm a goofball, I'm a nut. Like this is how I like, you know, operate.
And she did mention that she has been studying these last few weeks based off of the critiques that the judges have been giving her. And she's been studying Martin, been watching a lot of Martin. You know, Shanae.
Only Lala would come in here and be like, I've been watching some Martin and I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready. She's so damn Black. I love Lala so much. She is so damn Black.
Now, when it comes down to the performances,
Rose came out and just immediately started crushing it. And then Denali came out and added to that energy. She like heightened it even more. You know what I mean? So they were both doing great. And then Lala came out and I was like, all right, Lala, let's do it. Just be stupid. Just be stupid. Do it. But like when Ross, you know, questioned her and said some things, it stumbled her a little bit. She wasn't able to recover from that. And it kind of tripped her up the rest of the thing, the rest of the sketch. So that was unfortunate. But I thought ultimately this group was successful.
Rose, like you said, came out pregnant as all get up. Like the belly was so high, it was so ridiculous. The costume, the way she looked, I thought character. She got the character. Denali came out and just pregnant again. And it was just imaginary, man. It is ridiculous. It was so ridiculous. The concept was so funny. I was rolling. And then when Lala Ree came in, I was still having a good time. It was still fun.
To see that the stomach was like 18 shades lighter than she is. And for her to be like, you know, my stomach don't match, but it's still a baby. It's a baby in there, which is really, really funny.
And they all three of them go into labor and give birth to an imaginary baby. That's not even the.
That's not even the baby.
It's not the guy. Whatever. What was his name? It was too funny. My favorite Lala Ree moment, though. My favorite Lala Ree moment in this sketch is her entrance when she's coming on and the garage lights, like the motion capture lights, come on, and she says, "Ooh, I thought I was in my neighborhood." I honestly started laughing. she froze as if it was the cops or something, and it just, I know that feeling.
That was really good.
Got that. I thought that was just so funny.
Yeah, that was so funny.
All right, so moving on. Next, we have the Mimology Cult group with Gottmik and Gottmik, Utica, and Olivia.
I thought that Gottmik came out, you know, set things up really well, so that when Olivia did come out, they were able to play off of each other a lot. Utica did come out, and the energy kind of shifted in a weird way because the character choice that she made with the mother was a little interesting.
Yeah.
This is definitely a week. Y'all know me. Y'all know I am a Utica stan. But this is definitely a week where I can see where I can see where the judges were coming from when they put her in the bottom 3 this week. She didn't do great.
It was the character that was just a little tiny bit confusing. Just a tiny bit. I feel like if it was more fleshed out, I think it would have been a lot better. Now, Olivia really did steal the show. He really did a great job. And the difference with her, I feel like if Utica had done it, it would have been like really over the top. Like it would have been a lot. And I, you know, the judges always have that critique with Utica. It's too much. We don't get it. If she didn't find the right balance, she would have found herself still, you know, getting criticism because it would have been too much. But the thing with Olivia is that it was the perfect balance. It grew, like the craziness of it grew in a very digestible way.
With Utica, I feel like thinking about it now, I feel like that I see the choice that she made, and I feel like it could possibly work had she, like, you know, played it in a different type of way a little bit, instead of being like, and you can definitely be like that white trash mom, but I think it's the way that she came in. She didn't elaborate enough on the character for the character to make sense. I feel like because she spent so much time talking about the drink or whatever, I feel like had instead of she talked about the drink, she could have been like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm running late. I was just with my, you know, my plastic surgeon getting everything right and tight for Bossy Rossy.
Right.
You know, I
Yeah,
had to look good coming on this show."
Right.
What is she
Exactly.
doing? What is
That's
she
what I
doing
was
here?
waiting for.
That would have been.
That's what I was waiting for.
That would have
I
been.
was waiting, the latte rant. I didn't really like it, but like, you know,
Yeah.
it was whatever. I was hoping she would connect it to the storyline she has with Olivia's character, and I was waiting for her to like talk, and see her there and be like, wait, what's she doing here?
Could have played with it a little more, you know, just to give it like a little bit of backstory so that the choice that you did make made sense. But to say that, I did like the choice of her being like, she's just so loud. You know what I mean? She's so loud. That was funny to me. I feel like I feel like the timing, or like, you know, maybe just because they didn't really care for the character when she came out initially, that it wasn't received well. But I thought that was funny when she was like, she's just so loud. Like, can you hear her? She's so loud. And then when Olivia was like, she was like,
yeah, with the nails. I thought that was funny with the nails.
So loud, so loud. You see what I mean? She's so loud. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, like it's all about setting it up. The setup just didn't work out.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm hold on, really quick. I feel like my mother is making mashed potatoes, and if I can't eat these, I'm gonna be upset. So I'm gonna really quick. I'll be right back.
Oh my gosh,
Mom. Okay, so it wasn't mashed potatoes, but she is now going to make mashed potatoes. So we're all good. We're all good.
Okay. The next group, we have the Teen Queens. Okay, where are they now? That's with Candy and Simone, darling.
I loved it. I think Candy being toned down definitely like had us all worried, but I think she did very, very well. And I think like giving that like toned down, you know, variation to Candy allowed her to like listen to what Ross was saying, you know, communicate with Ross, as opposed to being like, I'm loud, blah, 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 blah. She was able to be like, you know, oh, you bitch.
Right.
You know, which was a funner choice, and I don't think was something that the judges expected out of Candy, it ended up being really, really smart.
Comparatively to everybody else, you know, who everybody else was loud and, you know, a lot going on. They were a lot more tamed, but not in a bad way. Like, it was done because the details were there. Every single thing they did, I thought worked. And like you said, they were listening to each other. And Simone apparently lives across the street or whatever from Ross, which is they're filming in a backyard or whatnot. So Simone comes in, and her energy I thought matched perfectly. And Simone was out of the two of them. Simone was definitely the one with the highest amount of energy.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even a lot. Like, it wasn't a lot, but comparatively, she came with the drama. Okay. And I thought it was perfect with the little candles too. I thought
that gate moment when she's like when she was caught by the gate and then she ended up having to go over it with no underwear on. I was living for it. That was so good.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the setup is so important. So as soon as you get to that gate, we have to know who this character is.
Exactly.
And both Simone and Candy did that. I think both, because Candy came in and was like, "Ooh, wait, what? Ooh, what? Whose house is this?"
What poor people live here.
What poor people live here. one of my favorite groups, if not my top. Oh, it's hard. It was hard to choose, but I really enjoyed them.
I think they were they were by far the most successful group though. So I think they were my top group.
Last but not least, we have Tina Burner and Elliot with 2 T's with the 600-pound ass.
Unfortunately, I don't think this group was super successful. I think Tina came in, she was very high energy, she was giving it. But it just Elliot then came in and did not match her energy, which really immediately kind of just threw it off. So at that point, there really was no saving it because Elliot was so not at the same level as Tina. When Elliot was funny, it was Tina prompting the funniness. It was like, I'm gonna slap your titty. You know what I mean? Which you know, then gave them something fun to do.
I really did enjoy Tina. The fact that she couldn't sit down on the chair and like choices like that I thought were really fun. And even when Elliot did come and was like, you know, dragging everything, basically dragging the energy in the room, I still appreciated Tina and still was laughing with Tina. So come elimination day now, we have Simone after, you know, seeing everybody else's performances and how high energy everybody else was. And she knew that her performance and Candy's was definitely much more quieter.
Reserved, yeah.
Reserved. She's nervous. She was absolutely nervous. And she didn't know if it hit, you know, if the judge is gonna like it. And she comes out and is a little more open about comparing ourselves to other people and people pleasing a lot and where that comes from, and talks more about her own family background with her brother being incarcerated and her mother being devastated by that, and her feeling the need to overcompensate and try to do her best to support her mother, and how that translated into other aspects of her life.
As someone who like very much is working on trying not to be so much a people pleaser, I definitely related to this moment. It broke my heart to like, you know, kind of hear the backstory and to hear like, you know, the reason why she is so like, you know, I just want to, you know, do good and like, you know, make my mom happy. You know what I mean? But I think that is something that everyone can relate to because everyone at the end of the day wants to make their mom happy. You know what I mean? Or wants their mom to be proud of them. You know, I'm really hoping Buckwheat Joe doesn't get the better of her and start to, you know, make her doubt herself because she's doing well. She's exceptional. She's so talented and amazing.
Yeah. Little did she know, she was definitely, her and Candy were one of the best of in the challenge.
Right, so, probably the best. I really
hope that. They have a really cute moment. All the girls get together while they're getting ready for the runaway. I really enjoyed this. I want to talk about it. They do their own version of Daddy reveal, like, you know, for Maury. And Lala find out that Tina's not the baby daddy. Lala goes crazy, is running all over the place. God make us following. I thought that was so funny. It had me rolling.
This, like, when Lala does stuff like this, I'm like, this is the Lala that the judges need to see. Like, you know, like it was such a great, it was such a great moment. But it also, like, you know, thinking about what happened in the Maxi Challenge prior to it, I was like, well, this is the silliness they need to see. This is you that the judges are missing right now, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. She needs to bring that onto the stage every single time. But I just love her. I just love that moment.
No, it's such a great moment.
And they were following her the way they were. Because it is. Them camera people, I hope they're getting paid well.
Yo, they gotta be at that point.
And have good insurance. Health insurance. Because they could bust their ass at any time.
At any moment. Just like, oh my goodness.
So now we get to the runaway, honey, and the category is beaded. So everything beaded. First up, we have Denali with this gorgeous chandelier-inspired gown. And then the hairpiece. Oh, and then the Denali has been really bringing it these last few weeks, unlike any other.
Both Denali and Rose bringing it repeatedly.
Yes.
The fact that neither one of them have been in the top for the last 2 weeks where they have nailed challenges is upsetting. She looked so gorgeous. I was super obsessed with chandeliers when I was a kid. I was so obsessed with that. I was like every time I saw a new one, I was like, wow, it's like I wanted to touch them every time. Like, you know, they'd be like so far, and I'd just be like, oh, I just want to touch it. Oh, it's so pretty.
So pretty. Yes.
Is that how you know you're queer?
Maybe. Maybe that's like, you know how everybody has that light bulb moment? Maybe all queers have a chandelier moment.
Chandelier moment. Yeah. That might be like that, you know, hey, that might be a surefire way to know.
I love it.
Do you love chandeliers?
Take your kids to a chandelier shop.
How do you feel about a chandelier? If your response is, oh, love them, queer.
Love them. So next we have Rose, another amazing, flawless look with this beautiful beaded with 1,000 colorful beads mini dress. So good.
So good.
So good. Next we have Lala Ree with a very colorful, fun carnival dress. My problem with this, it was cute. I really did enjoy it.
It was cute.
It was cute. But I saw the bit. Oh no. But she did look fun. It looked fun and cute. And maybe not after seeing Denali and Rose, it was kind of, you know, understated and you know, like so I wasn't really floored by it. But she did look good with the exception of that rip.
No, she really did look good. It's also a resources thing, but I really do think that, like, you know, with Lala, there's just like, it's just like missing a scotch of something, you know? That's always the thing. Like, had it been like, you know, just a little bit more, it probably would have taken the look over the top. But yeah, it was just a little too plain.
Maybe we have Gothic with this anal bead inspired 60s odd dress.
Fucking live. I live.
Gothic is so creative and just really goes out there, not afraid to like push the boundaries, and kills it every time.
Listen, you said it best last week. The runway belongs to Gottmik. Period.
Yes.
Yeah, if there's anything that we know, it's that Gottmik is going to serve us something that we were not expecting on this runway. Anal beads. Incredible.
Yo, I'm sure some people probably learned some things too. Okay, anyways.
Not this.
Next we have Olivia.
Funny enough, I did find out on Twitter that two separate wigs. Yeah. They both had the same exact idea, which is what I think was so funny about it. But like, I loved it. Loved it. It worked so well with this look. And it brought me black. It brought me black. It brought me back to my black childhood, is what I was going to say.
Me too.
I mean, I get where Tina was coming from in the Untucked, being like, you know, anytime anyone does like a wedge, like a sneaker wedge, I can't. But like with this type of look, there was really nothing else you could have done. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like you have to do a sneaker wedge or like a Converse or something. You know, you can't like no like, you know, 5-year-old with these bobos in her hair is gonna, you know, be out here wearing like, you know, 6-inch heels. You know what I mean? Like
exactly. So like it fit perfectly with the concept. Utica with this beautiful bloody bride beaded or pearled dress.
I mean, let's just like
What is it? Huh?
It's so good. It's so good. She is I mean, I've said it before, but she is like peak my aesthetic. The choices that she makes, I'm just like, oh, I wish I could just get in front of a sewing machine and make some shit like that that looks like that.
Made it herself. That's the crazy thing. So disheveled but at the same time perfectly put together. And that takes a lot. Like you gotta be a really great seamstress to be able to execute it. And she
100.
killed it. Makeup was great too. Loved it. Loved it. Love Utica. Candy with this gorgeous massive Kentucky Derby wide rim hat with crystals dripping on the side and the back was just perfect with the fur and then the sex appeal with the lingerie. What do you think? Obviously, I liked it.
Obviously, you did. No, I loved it too. Like that headpiece was gorgeous, and the way that it perfectly like melded in with the hair to where like it became one thing, and then like the little like the body was just so right. Oh, it just made me so happy. It was so good, so good. She's on the up and up, and I'm excited to see her continue this climb and really just give us more, because I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of her. Like, and Candy has one of my favorite walks, like runway walks.
So good.
She just, it's like money, you know what I'm saying? But like sex appeal, and like it's just like
money.
Marilyn Monroe, you know what I'm saying? But right? Like it gives me that classic Hollywood, boho vibe, and I live for that. And yeah, okay, let me move on because girl was serving it. Simone, another one with this gorgeous African beaded two-piece dress or fit or whatever. It was just gorgeous, and we know Simone, she's gonna show skin because that's chocolate. Okay, I'm here for it. And then the hair, that was my favorite part.
Simone is just going to be that bitch from this season. Like she's one of the girls that will not, whether she comes back to All Stars, wins or whatever, she's one of the girls that after she's got this platform now, she's going to fly. Simone is the Beyonce of drag, and I'd love to be your Michelle. Can we talk? Let's talk. I'll be your Michelle. I don't care.
Michelle,
I'm clumsy enough. I'm clumsy enough to be your Michelle. I'll trip every time. Every time, girl. Every time. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. I'll be the fuck up that you need.
That's loyalty.
So you can really shine. You know what I mean? That's real. That's real.
Oh my God. All right. So next we have Tina Burner. Her boobies have these beaded cones on it and whatnot. What did you think of that?
And then pop them off, shake them and go. I liked it. I thought it was good. It was really, really cute. Anytime you pop a titty out, I'm on board. So
you got me. That's fine. She killed it with this look.
Yeah.
For sure. Elliot with this flapper Great Gatsby 1920s inspired dress, beaded dress. I did like this look. I did. It's made of all Mardi Gras beads. And the headpiece I thought was really cute. And I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought it was well put together, very well constructed. It for sure wasn't my favorite, but it was created and executed well. So kudos to the designer, whoever designed that, because you did a really great job. The fact that T.S. Madison said that she needed to put some water on her coochie because it's dry, that was everything that I ever needed in my entire life. That's other side, other arm. Put some water on your coochie because it's dry. If you want to know what's on this arm, go watch this video. Go watch this video if you want to know what I'm putting on this other arm. But on this arm, go put some water on your coochie because it's dry. I live.
So once they come back, Olivia is chosen to be the winner.
Simone, Candy, and Olivia, because they were the top three. And Olivia won, and they were walking back, and Simone was like, "You rich, bitch," and Candy was like, "I want 1,000."
Yeah, so Lala Ree and Elliot are the ones chosen to be in the bottom two. Utica is safe. She is able to make it to another week. Thank God. So, I was really nervous.
At this point, I'm hoping that like next week she takes the judge's advice and like really just does something different, pulls a Candy, and just does something a little different just to like give them a little bit of variety. Because the runways are never the issue. It's just always whatever is going on in the challenge. So I'm hoping that like yeah. And so they end up lip syncing to A Whole Lot of Women by Kelly Clarkson. You definitely saw, like, especially in the Untucked, Lala was feeling very defeated. So that could have been a factor in the lip sync. But I feel like there's some trickery afoot. And that's all I'll say.
I don't know.
That's all I'll say.
I don't know. Lala Ree was sent home. She had to sashay away. I was very sad to see Lala go home because I knew she had so much more to offer, but it's not over for her. Like she was saying, as she was getting ready to leave, there's way more to come. All right. So Lala, we love you, girl, and I can't wait for everything to settle down. I'm aiming to go back to ATL to visit ATL soon, and you're on my list. I'm trying to come see you.
No, take me with you.
I'm going to tell you when.
Okay, please do. Please do.
Yes.
Yes. Kudos to Lala. She really, really turned it this season. She is a talking head queen. Every confessional, I just fell in love with you even more. I love you. I love you. I love you to pieces. Everybody go watch. Lala Ree came out with a music video. I don't want to sing it because I don't want us to get like copyrighted. I'm on my get money bad rich tip nigga. I'm on my get money bad rich tip nigga. And I love it. I love it so much. I think we can get away with 2 bars. I think we can get away.
Okay, I was about to say, I hope
copywritten, so I think we'll be okay. But no, yeah, it is such a like. It's just such a jam. It's such a bop. I've been going back to her Instagram and watching it repeatedly over and over again. So I'm going to link it below. It's just something to twerk to and like just feel joyous to. So like go watch it. This Black History Month, go support the doll. Lala Ree is someone I cannot wait to see what else she does, especially now after having been on the show and being a Ru girl, and hopefully she gets the opportunity to get some more coins in her pocket. I cannot wait to see what else she can bring.
She's gonna get it. Absolutely, me too. She's gonna get it. She's gonna make that money for sure because she's that big. So.
I love you, Lala. This heart is for you. This heart right here belongs completely to you. So, Irby, all in all.
Yes, Phil. Mm-hmm.
All in all. Were you a fan of this episode?
Yes, I was. I was. I liked it. I like the drama. I wish Lala didn't go home, but
yeah.
Were you a fan?
I respect your opinion. I see you. I acknowledge you, and I love you. But because Lala went home, I am not a fan of this episode. I feel like racism won. And that's the last thing. That's the last thing my 2021 needed. So, but yes. Okay. So y'all go ahead, do the thing. I hope that y'all enjoyed this review, which was just me being upset and Irby really pulling through. So thank you, Irby. Claps for Irby.
I'm here for you.
Pulling us through this episode because I could not. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Just do what's in your heart. Just do what's in your heart. And we love you, and we hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And we look forward to seeing you next week to review episode 8 of season 13.
Yes. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Bye.
Pitchy. A little pitchy.